There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'll talk about partitioning what I discovered. And then
Yeah.
I'll just share this so that you can show it to anyone who's interested as well.
Mm,
Yeah, I think what you talk about partitioning makes sense, and I agree. Um, and the main thing to remember is that every action that we can potentially take is not fast. It takes maybe
mm,
at least a few days to
mm,
80 days. So I think, yeah, like it's not like we can do lots of try different things
mm,
to figure out the try one thing, wait a few days for the result and then do it.
mm.
So that's the problem, I guess.
Okay.
Um,
You're saying because that's because of the size of the table?
Size of the table,
Yeah.
yes, yes. So
Yeah.
for example, to back populate the
Yeah.
table into 10 different partitions might take 80 days, might take 50 days, but
Mm,
it's very slow. And I think even dropping an index might take 2 days. Don't know.
mm,
But that's the thing, right? Um,
mm.
Let me share my screen and I can talk about hang on, let me stop sharing in a minute, close all the tabs. Okay, nothing. Everything can be shown. Can share again. Okay, cool. So basically, I've kept this epic description quite up to date.
Mm,
So if you want to kind of strictly do partitioning, it's just this.
mm,
There's 5 issues here. Um, but if you look at this refinement issue here, the refinement issue has what the events table is used for. So all these features.
okay.
And then it's got a schema, but it's very easy to get. It's got some information. Yeah, as you say, the indexes is 90%.
Mm, yeah.
Um, and this is what I'm mentioning, like part of partitioning is to backfill the copy table, right? And because
Mm,
it's so many rows, 3 billion, it probably would take 80 days. I don't know. There's ways to
mm,
speed it up, but still.
mm,
And then you're asking about the list of queries. So
mm,
there's 2 ways to get the list of queries. One from the Postgres slow logs, but this is only
mm,
queries that takes more than 1 second.
yeah.
And then we can see some, and then we also can get the queries from CI.
Mm,
Well, it's CI. It's not real production, but at least it's representative. And you can see all these queries here.
yeah. So
Um,
you already get the queries there
it's,
that you
yeah,
found? At
it's
least the ones that you found at that time, right? Not the new ones. So,
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not going to change a lot.
okay. Yeah.
And also, it is not comprehensive. It's not production. So,
Mm.
but I
It's
think
only the ones that being run during the CI, right?
yes,
Like
yes,
test
yes.
runs and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
But given the amount of like, it's not used in a lot of places, so it's okay. Um, so that's one way of doing it. The other way of doing it is that if we are hesitant, we can create a query analyzer on production and record that. I know that's what the CI team have done,
Mm.
but maybe that's not necessary. Yeah, yeah. Um, so basically, based on this schema and the queries, I've concluded that the best way to partition is to partition by created at. Um, and most of the queries already has created at, so it does make the partitioning easier.
Mm.
Um,
So with
and
the range, you mean like about a month each kind of
yes,
thing?
yes, month. Yeah. That's right. With a monthly range. Yes. Um, and also the other good news is that most of the queries are ordered by ID already, so
Mm.
it shouldn't be too hard to update the query to order by ID created at. So that will make the query performant. Um,
Mm.
yeah. Yeah. So this two. Basically they have order by, so it shouldn't be too hard to find and update every single query that does that.
So
um,
there is no other query that makes a query to this table without creating that? Everything is based on time,
Mostly or ID
right?
or ID. Yeah.
Okay, because I was wondering, because I haven't looked at everywhere, but I was wondering whether there is a query somewhere that like searches by author ID or something to bring up all the events that the author did or something like that.
Yes,
Maybe
it
we
does.
don't.
But then it also it then orders it by creator ID.
I
Sorry.
still order.
Yeah, it orders it by ID. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because it gets the most recent one first. Um, yeah.
Hmm.
But even
But
if we miss some queries, it's fine. The query will be slow,
hmm,
but it's not like it wouldn't work. We just need to find that query
yeah,
again. Uh,
it'll show up in the slow query log, so we can fix it, I suppose.
exactly. Yeah. So I mean, anyway, that's the partitioning, and there's a few. I've already like basically these are the issues if you want to fan it out to people, but I think they need to be done almost in order.
Hmm.
Yeah, uh, yeah, because you can't skip steps. And then the other track is basically, like you mentioned, 90% of the size is indexes. So maybe
Hmm.
reduce it. Um, then we can evaluate how partitioning works, because I think this will take 3 milestones to finish all this. So before we
Hmm.
start on this 3 milestone thing, maybe we can spend 1 milestone just removing all the indexes that we don't need. Um,
Hmm.
that would be my yeah.
Yeah, I think that to me, I think that I don't know. Seems like a sensible place to start, I guess. I also like, I find that I'm not sure that you saw that the graph that I posted, because actually haven't looked at other indexes that I use very frequently to know whether this is common or uncommon. But the
Yes.
graphs that I saw, I don't know, it seems very strange. The usage pattern, it seems like it's going up and coming down. Or like, I don't know, do you understand why it does it?
I think yeah, I think I just answered you. But basically, I think it gets reset once in a while. So instead of using just sum, I think you want to sum rate. So like this.
Ah, okay.
So you want to rate first, then sum, because you were just doing sum. So
Mm.
if it's just doing sum, it's just like you will get this. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it was just doing that, but then once in a while the number gets reset because it's a gauge. So and then that's why you do that. But if you change it to the
Okay.
rate, then you can see at that moment in time it was called, so this one was called 500 times in that kind of second. Um, so that's what.
Okay. So can you share that query with me
Yes,
so I
yeah,
can?
yeah. I've commented already.
Okay, yeah, cool.
And do that. And then if we change this to the bottom three queries. So if we plug the bottom three queries, oh well, this is the bottom three queries at any time, as in a 5 minute range. Maybe we can do it bigger, 1 hour range. Uh, there we go. So you can see that there's this merge action.
So that bottom three gives you the least amount of
Yes,
usage.
yes, this amount of scans
Yeah.
for that hour. There's more than three because it's for each hour in 4 weeks. So it will be different for different hours. So this
Okay.
merge action thing, um, for example, is 0. But then it gets used million? No, that's milli. It's basically unused. And then somehow it gets scanned for 0.001. Uh, but the problem is that I think this is not there anymore. Oh, it's there. What? Okay. So this one I think we can drop because it's definitely not used. I think we need to find the size. Investigate unneeded. Yeah, that's the size here, I think. This one is 400 megabytes.
4 GB, is it?
This one is 400,
Uh,
4 gigabytes, maybe. Yeah, I
I
think.
think I've commented in the other one as well. Like, yeah, 4 GB, I think.
Yeah, 4 gigabytes. Yeah, you have it here.
It's more human readable.
4,000 megabytes, 4 gigabytes. Yeah, okay. So we can take 4 gigabytes. It's 0.4%. But some of it is quite big, right? So we can
Yeah,
see.
that's right. Yeah,
But
but I guess like also at the same time, like I was wondering, like
yes,
wouldn't like it seems like quite a few of them are repetitive, like author ID and like created at and like group ID, project ID. Those are the common ones that are being used for
yes,
most of them.
yes.
Do we really need like composite indexes like this?
I don't know.
Or can we see if we can just create individual indexes and that's perform just as good or a little bit worse, but saves lots of data?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
So it's hard. It will be hard to, like you said, because of the size of the table. It will be hard to
Yeah, to find
what
the
do you call?
correlator that is.
Yeah, and then see which one actually uses what, and
Yeah,
probably need to go through when that was added and why we added it and stuff like that
yeah,
to
and
do
test it
that.
and things. With
Mm.
a database AI, so like Postgres AI, we can do that, right?
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
we can try that out. But I think like things like this one is not used, so we can just drop it.
Mm.
The only other thing to factor in is that we need to. I don't think we can drop all of it in one go. I think we can drop like a few.
Mm.
See the impact on self-manage. Because if even though it's not used here, but this is only GitLab.com, maybe it's
Mm.
used in self-manage, who knows? Yeah. So I'm not sure what this CC new thing is. Maybe it's some testing things. That's weird.
Mm.
You find out what the CC new thing is.
Mm.
Oh, I see. The matching is not great. I think it's matching to another similar table as well. Right. What's CC new?
Yeah, well, index name
Nope.
that's at the end. Not sure why.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to CC index.
Maybe someone is experimenting or something. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it seems like it's experimenting. Yeah, I think we need to exclude that. Um, let's
Yeah.
because
By the way, do you know we have like Thanos related what do you call docs or guides or somewhere so that I can understand what are the available commands and stuff?
um, not that I know of.
Mm.
Run books. I mostly learned it from run books. I don't know whether it's an overview or not. No. Um, the docs it depends. It takes about a day to learn all of this stuff.
Mm. But at least like have some kind of reference that I can go and have a look what I can use or
Yeah, I basically
things like
just Googled. So there's two parts to it. There's PromQL, right? So the SQL language.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I basically just Googled the PromQL documentation, which is here. So
Okay, yeah.
and then the other part is trying to figure out what the metric has, like the
Yep, yep,
metric
yep.
is this label, that label. That one I just Google because I had no idea. So like I just Google and see, oh, it has scan. So yeah, no, it's not here.
Yep. I
Yeah,
guess I was more, I mean, both for sure, but I guess I was looking for Prometheus related stuff which you have given me, so that's good. I think I just wanted to see whether there's whether we have anything specific to us, or it's just a common thing. So I guess I'll
yes.
just have a look at the docs.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll send you these links. The other thing is that there is like a Prometheus course on Linux Foundation.
Mhm.
It's quite useful. But that's about takes about 4 days. To go through. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. So I think if you want, dropping the index is definitely the best thing to do. Um, I don't know.
Mhm.
You Are you just investigating, or are you going to be testing out?
Yeah. I guess for now, I think like you've already sort of refined it, right? You've
Yes.
already done your researches and stuff like that.
Yes.
And I guess the only thing that were kind of like maybe not clear, or maybe it was clear but I didn't see, was how the index removal or investigating what indexes can be removed or can be modified, those kind of things. Do you have an issue for that as well somewhere?
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, this one investigate unneeded indexes. So
Okay.
I will update this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is unused indexes, but there's also redundant indexes as well. So
Mm,
yeah. So we can save some.
yeah. And also, like I said, I'm curious to know what the impact would be if we split them into individual ones, how worth of it's gonna be, or how
Mhm.
much we gain by
Mhm.
doing that in terms of the data size.
Yeah.
So
I think
yeah,
that might take some time, unless
yeah,
you know a way to find the query. Um,
mm,
yeah, if you got time to investigate, that might be helpful. But I think so that one I think might be helpful, but also this one I think that's like clear,
yeah, yeah,
just
yeah.
clear.
That's it. Yeah, clear
Very,
ones that we can tackle first, and then
yeah,
see if there's anything more we can do.
yeah. Like this one's definitely zero. So yeah, and this one. But this one's maybe I know this one is only 10 megabytes, this index. uh
Mm,
yeah, so but
yeah,
if you drop all five of this, then you can see what the impact is.
yeah. I guess whether that's small or big, if you don't need it, we just need to remove it instead of keeping it to,
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Yes. That will help with the partitioning too anyway, by the way, because
yeah,
the part of the reason why the backfill is so slow is because of the index creation. So
mm,
yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. Thanks for chatting. I need to go. So
yeah.
um, yeah.
Okay.
Give me a ping if you need any more.
Yeah, thanks for the thought. That song, I'll probably just have a read again and then comment and then let my manager know that we already have some kinds of things that we can go for. So I
Mhm.
guess if he want me
Yep.
to work on it, then I can start looking at those.
Mhm.
If not, maybe we'll wait. I don't know. Anyway, I'll leave a notes on there.
Okay. All right. See you.
Okay, thanks, Mo.